have just done some warm-ups, so hopefully you guys check out the earlier videos just on some workout routines just to get warm to deliver some of these basics without injury. Perfect. These are going to be great techniques for home, so we don't need a lot of space. As you can see, I'm just in basically a very average sized room. So these are things that you can work on without having a home gym or even having to go outside, since we're all trapped indoors these days, or we should be. Anyway, let's get started. Perfect. We're going to start with some hand techniques. We'll work on blocks and strikes, and then we'll move into some stances as well. So we'll start all the way from beginner and up into, say, intermediate. This is going to be great for all levels anyways. Just a review. We're trying to keep our technique sharp as we are unable to train together. Okay? Perfect. So we're going to start with our first basic blocks. And we're going to start with the right hand, which is going to be my left hand. And we're just going to go through the very basics of doing a proper down block. Okay? The hand that you're going to block with, being our right hand, is going to come right up to the ear and protect part of the portion of the body. And the withdrawal hand, as we like to call it, points down in the direction of where we are actually going to block. Good. Perfect. And nice and slow down and to the hip. Good. As you can see, this technique is right up on the hip and the elbow is out. Pretend that there's someone behind you and you're actually going to give them an elbow. Perfect. This block here, we've blocked and it's just outside the width of our body, just to deflect a technique off the side. So if we're out here, we've opened ourselves up a little too much. So again, down just outside the width of the body. And this hand too that comes high, want to do a nice sweeping motion that it actually blocks most of this front portion of the body. If we do a shortcut from here and just go down, I've just missed this whole portion of the body. So try and remember that down block, because it can catch a lot of techniques that are coming right into the body. Okay? And now the other side, the same thing. So let's put our blocking hand up. So this is going to be, I believe, your left hand. Perfect. Withdrawal hand. Our elbows are together. This fist is right to the ear. Good. Withdrawal hand is pointing in a direction that we want to block, and block. Good. Once again, this hand right here, nice and high up on the hip and back. We have a big tendency to just keep it out here. As you can see the difference, the elbow is barely out. Now it extends past. Perfect. Good. Again, just with the block, no withdrawal, right from the ear, down. Together, down. Excellent. Perfect. There's our basic down blocks. We'll move to middle area right now. Perfect. So the middle area is very similar to the down block. However, the hand that we're actually going to block with is our chambering hand. So, same sort of technique. We start this way, except this hand that is low is going to become our blocking hand. Good. Again, elbows together, protect the inside. And over. If you notice that I haven't left the block just in the middle of the body, I've just gone the width of my shoulders and just a little bit more. So if there is a technique coming in to that side, it's going to glance off and not hit myself. Being open here leaves us vulnerable for attack. So if we're sweeping away outside, it's unnecessary. All we need to do is bring it just past the shoulder. If you can imagine a nice line from your fist to your shoulder, just a little further. Good. So here's middle area. Great. Once again, the elbow is nice and far back and the withdrawal hand is right on the hip. Excellent. Rising block is our next block. We're going to do an inside block here. This other hand punches up and turns over. I've raised my palm basically, or my fist, up to the ceiling. Remember here the distance. You want at least a fist distance away from your forehead. Good. If you're right here, our tendency to, when we block and actually hit ourselves, is pretty high, and it's happened, trust me. So again, alternating from this, bring this hand down as the other hand comes up and turn over. Perfect. What we don't want to do is go way too high, or we don't want to go so low that we can still get hit on the top of the head too. Okay? Perfect. So a little bit more advanced one is the inside block. The inside block, the blocking hand comes behind the head and the withdrawal points right toward your opponent. Good. As we bring this across, the other hand comes down to the hip and we just go past the center of the body. As you see, the shoulders turn, which gives you less target here. If I come right to the middle, I'm still exposed. So we have to roll the shoulders a little more. Try and imagine from the fist to the shoulder, the head, and the other shoulder that you're trying to draw a nice straight line. Great, so this is a little bit more of an advanced block. Right here I'm open. There, we're closed. Perfect. Let's put these together. This can be a little difficult for some of us in the beginning, but I guarantee you it will become second nature. Okay, so we're going to start with the right hand down block. Proper chamber here. The hand that's going to be blocking is up to the ear. The other one, withdrawal and block. Excellent. Now we're going to go into a middle area block on the other hand. Excellent. We went arms together just like we did in the down block. And now we're going to go rising from here, bring this up. Excellent. We'll go from the other side now, starting with your left, elbows together, blocking hand is at the ear, and the withdrawal is pointed towards the floor, towards your target, and block, back again, middle area, bring this inside, and rising. Great. Once you get that worked out, nice and slow, and it becomes a little more second nature, we'll do it a little quicker. Down block, middle area, rising. Down block, middle area, rising. Good. Those are great drills to work with. We will add those into stances as well. But for now, just do it from ready stance. Be nice and comfortable and breathe through your techniques. I'm going to add another block to this for a little more advance. Okay, so working up our down block, our middle area block, inside block, rising. Starting with the other side, down block, middle area, the hand that's out blocking points out, inside block, this hand is already out for your rising. Okay, perfect. Let's work on a little bit of knife hand blocks here too. Okay, so it's just like in the down block, our hand comes to the ear. The one that we want to block with comes to the ear. Okay, so first of all, let's just start with that hand. Perfect, so palm to the ear and elbow out in the direction that you want to block. The second hand comes up underneath and points towards your target. This is a lot like the down block, what we're blocking a little higher. I like to turn the palm out to get a little bit more blocking surface. So if you stopped right here, turn the palm out. It's actually going to, if you make contact, then you can actually push that block away. A little different if it's on a strike. We want to come straight in and use that knife edge of the hand. Okay? So once again, point. So we're blocking with the right hand to the ear, left hand underneath, and block. Good. Slight bend. Try and correct locking the arm straight out, or the little T-Rex arms, as I like to call them, little blocks that are right out and tight. So we should have a nice slight bend in the arm. Perfect. And remember, fingers together, thumb tucked to the inside. Okay, if we're striking with or blocking with our hand open like so, there's a huge risk for injury. So nice and tight knife hand strikes. Excellent. Perfect. For some of our more advanced students, let's do a roundhouse block, okay? So roundhouse block has two types of blocks. It is almost like a down block, but it's open hand, and we have a pressing palm across the face. If we do this together, we come up and block. This arm here, we want to avoid blocking way outside because it's unnecessary, just past the width of the body. And this one's on our shoulder, and we are just hiding behind that strike. Good. Other side, palm up. Good. Perfect. So that's one for the roundhouse block, which is typically blocking a roundhouse kick, even a ridge hand or any other attacks that are coming in from the outside, but definitely one for some of the more advanced. Perfect. So that's basic blocks. Let's do a few strikes. So let's have our right hand out punching position and the other one right to the hip. Let's practice this. Just exchanging, going at half speed. 1. Good. Speed it up. And we'll double punch. Good. Tighten up as you deliver each move, just to keep your core. Every time you punch out, you're going to be vulnerable. So you want to tighten that core up and expel a lot of strength into each technique. Okay, perfect. That's perfect for all of our blocks and all of our techniques, is to breathe and tighten up. Excellent. That's pretty much good for the portion of hand techniques for now.